What is up guys? It's your Kuya Arns. Another day, another PC build. So in this video, magkakaroon tayo ng two sets of specifications. So yung una is the Intel i5 with RTX 4060 at yung isa naman is the AMD Ryzen 7 with RTX 3060. So hindi lang to tig-isang units. For the Intel i5, meron tayong 7 units at sa AMD Ryzen 7 naman, meron tayong 9 units. At lahat ng to will be delivered sa isang university dito sa atin para sa kanilang computer labs at internet laboratories. So later in this video, i-discuss natin yung specifications ng mga PC components natin gagamitin. Also, ipapakita ko sa inyo yung process on how we handle customer quotations from receiving of the RFQs to processing the quotations to the ordering of the parts at syempre sa build process. So bago tayo magsimula, kung di ka pa nakapag-subscribe sa aming YouTube channel, then please do like this video, click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell para lagi maging updated sa mga future uploads namin. So wag na natin patagalin, simulan na natin to. So as what I have said earlier, ipapakita ko sa inyo or i-discuss natin kung paano natin i-handle yung ating mga customers upon the receiving of the RFQs to processing the quotations, then ordering of the parts. So basically, merong mga representatives from the government offices, LGUs, and schools na pumupunta dito sa atin and nagbibigay ng kanilang mga request for quotations, and upon receiving the RFQs, i-check natin yung availability ng mga parts based sa kanilang specifications, pati na rin sa kanilang budget. Siyempre, kapag hindi available yung kanilang mga parts, magkakaroon tayo ng mga counter offers, and by that time, pwede nating order yung kanilang mga pyesa, and tumatagal lang siya ng 1 to 2 days upon ordering, at kapag dumating na yung kanilang mga parts, pwede nating i-build. Kagaya neto, meron tayong i5 11th gen processor with 2.6 GHz base frequency and a max frequency of 4.4 GHz with LGA 1200. So, yung kapartner niya is itong ating Asus Prime H510M-K R2.0 motherboard. Yung pinagandaan dito is meron na siyang 4 USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports, 2 USB 2.0 ports, 1 VGA, 1 HDMI, and meron na rin siyang 3 times audio jacks. Also, this supports up to 11th gen processor. So, perfect na perfect silang magka-partner. As for the memory, ito yung palagi kong ginagamit na Kingston Fury Beast DDR4 3200 MHz. So, ito, meron siyang 2 sticks and each stick has an 8 GB. So, a total of 16 GB. And for the storage, yung gagamitin natin is yung Dahua C900 512GB SSD. For the power supply, meron tayong S-Gaming 750 watts partnered itong ating S-Gaming ARGB gaming case fan. So, ito meron na siyang 3-in-1 kit, meron siyang 3 fans. Also, meron na rin siyang remote control para pwede nating palitan yung kanyang lightings. Siyempre, wag natin kakalimutan yung ating GPU, which is the Gigabyte GeForce RTX 4060. And when we say RTX, meaning equipped na siya with ray tracing that enhances the lightings of our contemporary games. So itong ating GPU, meron siyang 8 GB and a dual fan. So meron siyang WindForce cooling system, plus meron siyang 2 HDMI and 2 display ports. Maybe some of you are curious kung anong ibig sabihin nitong ating 4060 na numbers dito sa ating video. So itong 40 dito sa ating 4060 na number is the generation. So this represents the generation. The higher the number, the higher the generation. Meron tayong 10 series, 20 series, 30 series, syempre yung ating 40 series plus yung kakalabas lang na 50 series. And yung second number naman, which is the 60, kapag meron kayong nakikita like the 4050, yun yung ating performance tier. And for the 50, yun yung ating mga entry level na mga GPUs. So 4050, entry level GPUs. For the mid-range GPUs, meron tayong 4060 and 4070. So mas mataas siya kumpara dun sa ating mga entry level na 4050. Plus yung ating flagship na mga GPUs, which is the 4080 and the 4090. Also, meron din tayong mga TI or Super na mga video cards. So those video cards are the boosted ones. As for the chassis, yung gagamitin natin dito is another S-Gaming brand, which is the S-Gaming Morrigan ATX mid tower case. So yung nagustuhan ko dito is mura lang siya. Very compact. It only costs 1,100 pesos, and later on ipapakita ko sa inyo kapag nag-start na tayong mag-build nitong ating computer set. So unang-una, meron tayo ditong processor which is the AMD Ryzen 7 7700 processor na merong 8 cores, 16 threads, 65 watts at naka AM5 socket with 3.8 GHz base frequency and a turbo boost frequency of 5.3 GHz. So you might wanna ask kung ano yung equivalent niya sa Intel processors. So yung equivalent nito is Intel i7 13700 processor. Meron siyang base frequency na 2.1 GHz and a turbo boost frequency na 5.2 GHz. Both of these processors supports DDR5 memory. And that is why we're using this Kingston Fury Beast RGB memory DDR5. Meron siyang frequency na 5200 MHz and meron tayo ditong 2 sticks. Bawat stick nito is 8 GB, so a total of 16 GB. So meron siyang CL40 which refers to the number of clock cycles for the memory to respond to a request for data from the memory controller. So mas lower yung ating latency value, mas mabilis yung ating data transfer. Para naman sa ating storage, meron tayo ditong Dahua C900 512GB M.2 SSD at meron din tayo ditong Seagate Barracuda 1TB HDD. So dalawa yung pinili ni customer. So primary purpose nitong ating SSD is for the OS pati sa ating mga applications. And for the storage naman natin mga important files, dito ilalagay ni client yung kanyang mga files sa ating HDD. So as for the power supply, we're using the S-Gaming ES750 watts bronze rated 80 plus power supply. So meron siyang power efficiency na up to 80% at 20% load hanggang 100%. So dumedepende sa kanyang rating yung kanyang power efficiency. Meron tayong bronze, silver, gold at saka platinum. And for the platinum, umaabot yung kanyang power efficiency of up to 95% at 100% load. So kapag mas power efficient yung ating power supply, mas less yung power na kanya ginagamit, mas less yung heat na na-generate, equals mas mababa yung ating electricity bill. And now let's proceed sa ating motherboard. So yung gagamitin natin dito is the Gigabyte B650 Eagle AX gaming motherboard. And meron na siyang AM5 socket and supported niya yung ating DDR5 memory. At yung nagustuhan ko dito is full ATX na siya and Wi-Fi and Bluetooth ready. Meron na rin siyang DisplayPort, HDMI at saka 8 USB ports with 1 Type-C port. At yung maganda dito is meron siyang 3 M.2 SSD slot at 4 slot para sa ating memory. And for the GPU, we're using the Gigabyte GeForce RTX 3060 with WindForce 3x cooling and RGB Fusion 2.0. And meron na siyang 2 display ports and 2 HDMI ports. And this one is a 12GB GDDR6 GPU with OC edition. So meaning, naka-overclock na siya. So for the monitor, we're using the Acer 24.5 inches KA2 series IPS Full HD monitor with 120Hz refresh rate and meron na rin siyang Vision Care display. As for the chassis, we're using the Trendsonic Kronos at yung nagustuhan ko dito is meron siyang kasamang 4 na LED fans with tempered glass cover. At isa to sa pinakamura natin na available na chassis para sa ating mga PC build with price range of less than 2,000 pesos. Tapos na nating i-flex itong ating mga PC components. Now is the time para simulan natin i-build itong ating system unit. So tara, let's go! So nag-try tayong maglaro gamit tong na-build natin na PC, and una natin sinubukan is ang Counter-Strike 2 or CSGO from Steam. At makikita natin na napakaganda naman talaga ng graphics with the RTX 4060. Bale, naka-high settings tayo dito sa CSGO, and meron tayong nakuhang average na 135 FPS. Next game natin is Dota 2, wherein meron tayong average na 120 FPS kapag nasa lobby, and 90 FPS naman during the game. Yung GPU temperature nasa 54 degrees and CPU temperature na 66 degrees. Last is Farlight with average of 180 FPS, GPU temperature 69 degrees and CPU temperature 80 degrees. And at last, katatapos lang natin i-build yung total of 16 units para sa isang university dito sa atin. And I hope na madami kayong natutunan kung paano tayo mag-build ng isang system unit. Madami kayong nakuwang additional information sa mga specifications ng mga PC components natin ginagamit and yung ating process flow kung paano tayo mag-handle ng mga customer quotations. So kung meron kayong mga questions, clarifications, or suggestions para sa ating mga future videos, then you can drop it down sa ating comment section. At kagaya nga ng sinabi ko kanina, kung di ka pa nakapag-subscribe dito sa aming YouTube channel, then please do like this video, click that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell para lagi kayong maging updated sa mga future uploads namin. And it's me again, your Kuya Arns of Volward Communications, your #1 tech partner, and see you on our next video.